Hello everyone. Today I'm back here with another episode in Shadow of the Colossus. Well, in the first episode there's a few things I forgot to tell you because I was busy watching cutscenes throughout the episode. But first things first, there's a girl right here. Her name is Mono. You find this out later. I'll show you where you find it out later. But right now all you need to know that her name is Mono. This girl was she was sacrificed to the village before Wanderer came here. I'm gonna start winding to the Colossus, because we do quite a bit of work. But, what happened was, this is called the Forbidden Land for a reason. You are not allowed to come here, and it is only theorized, that, well, Mono was sacrificed. That is not something that is theory, that is a fact. Mono was indeed sacrificed. Probably not in a pleasant way. But, basically, it is theorized that, Wander stole this sword. The one that we have. That Wander stole the sword that we are using in this game. Stole Mono's corpse, basically, and took her to the Sacred Land in order to be revived because they are lovers. Wander does indeed love Mono. And that's just... Okay, I thought I was gonna fight guys. But that's something I probably should have told you at the very beginning. Also, it is pronounced guys, and it is a male. At least it is most prominently considered to be a male. It is a rock creature, so like, it's as male as a piece of rock can get. But I was pronouncing its name wrong. That's something I did want to clarify. But today we're going to be fighting Phaedra. She's a relatively big Colossus. Not the biggest we've fought so far, but relatively big. There's a way we're gonna defeat Phaedra. So there's these little hills that you probably just saw. And what happens is, like the guy said in the last video, she's a curious little girl. What happens is with Phaedra, we are going to get her attention and run into one of these holes. Then Phaedra, being curious, she is going to she's gonna go peek her head underneath one of these holes, and then you jump on her behind after going through the tunnels. It'll all make a lot more sense once we actually get into it. I wouldn't say I particularly like Phaedra. Sometimes her AI doesn't work, but we'll see how that goes. Here she is. Happens is we're going to run down to this far hole. It's the easiest hole to do it in as far as I'm aware. What's gonna happen is Phaedra's over there. We're gonna whistle a few times and then shoot her a few times. We need to get her mad at us. Basically, then what we're going to do is we're going to jump into this hole, call for aggro, shoot a few arrows, and then Phaedra, if all works out well, she should go across over to that hole to check out what's going on. She's a curious girl. I am going to wait under here for a bit because she was relatively close. But just gotta wait for her to do her animation. It's gonna take her a while because sometimes it's just like that. Did not work out. She saw me over here, I believe. Nope, she's turning back around. See, this is what I mean. She does take a lot of patience, which is why I don't like her. It takes like an awful amount of patience. Like, she just did a full turn just to line herself up, but This Colossus should be dealt with relatively easy if you just have that patience and lead it over to that far one. That far one's the easiest because it will be facing that automatically, which should make it the fastest. Otherwise, it takes even longer. Basically, it's going to lean down. Not right now, it's kind of mad. But it is going to lean down, and then we are going to run over and jump onto that. I think it's doing it right now. Yep. It's leaning down because it's a curious little girl. And then we are going to jump onto this weird bone structure rock thing on its tail. The long jump. The long jump. There we go. And we're on it. I was actually almost thought I was going to mess that up. But Phaedra does have a minor sigil. And what's going to happen is we are going to run up to Phaedra and stab this minor sigil, because right now we can knock it up to her head, which is where her major sigil is. So we're going to stab this minor sigil. She is going to lean down for us after we do it twice. She's very picky. She's going to lean down for us in pain for some reason and let us onto her head. And now we can actually do damage to Phaedra. I'm going to try to back up a bit to get in the right position. Phaedra's a relatively easy boss to kill once you get on her, because her head is actually a resting point. So if you ever run out of grip, you can just stand up here and you have you can also grab onto her. And Phaedra's already almost dead without much trouble at all. Normally I don't like this Colossus, but I'm getting used to it. If you're not patient, this Colossus will give you a lot of trouble, just because you're not, because like you think the animation doesn't work and then you try to stop it. But Phaedra's not that hard of a Colossus to kill once you actually get the mechanics right. But sadly, we get freaking tentacled again. Yep, there they come. There they come. There is sadly still no escape. Not even underground. I did actually jump to prevent it there for a hot sec. And then I was stabbed the second I touched the ground. But, it was a good effort. We tried our best. But, our best just wasn't enough. That's so you just have to realize. But with that, the fourth Colossus is down. Which leaves the next one, who is Avion, I believe. His name is. It is a bird. Yep, Avion is a big Colossus. But like I was just looking at Mono, reminded that this is all for her, even though he gets stabbed by tentacles every second of his life. But next loss, my next foe is a cast a shadow like across a claw. I can't speak. It soars through the sky to reach. It is no easy task. Also, one more thing I have to point out. I didn't really do it last time when I was actually here, when I should have. Base, I can't. Let me get an angle on it down here. But basically, Wander, he's a pretty good looking guy. His neck is a little scarred from, you know, fighting Colossus, but he's looking pretty good to have fought 4 giant beasts and walk away. And getting stabbed by tentacles. But On the 5th episode, we will fight Avion. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.